Imagine sitting at home and being accused of making up to $250,000 a year, and that too without doing any real work. Well, that's the explosive claim that is being made by an Indian origin attorney, Mehak Cook, about a massive fraud scheme in Ohio's Medicaid system. You're watching Times XP. My name is Riddhi Athri, and this story exploded after Cook, a former federal prosecutor now turned whistleblower, went public with shocking allegations. She says that the fraud is not small, not isolated, not harmless. She calls it a widespread, systematic, and costly taxpayers' millions. Now, here's how the scheme really worked. According to Cook, here's the alleged playbook. First, a person signs up as a home health caregiver. Then they claim a family member needs a serious medical help, even when they don't. Ohio's Medicaid system pays up to $91,000 per year per person for care that may never happen. Add in multiple relatives here, and that number can reach $250,000 a year without any real work. Cook says that some doctors and providers, they are even accused of rubber stamping approvals without any proper check and possibly receiving kickbacks for doing so. You know what? This is where it gets more serious. Cook warns that this kind of fraud isn't just a single loophole. She calls it the tip of the spear, pointing to similar billion-dollar welfare fraud scandals elsewhere and saying that Ohio might be the next. In fact, she alerted that the Ohio Attorney General's office, the US Attorney General office, insisting that taxpayers' dollars, they must be protected. In fact, she is not targeting an entire community but the criminal element here. She stresses that her claims, they aren't blaming an entire group. She says that most of the people in Ohio's Somali community, they are law-abiding contributors, but some bad actors, they have figured out how to exploit the entire system. Her message? Her message is that this isn't about a race, it's about fraud. And here's why this matters everywhere. Medicaid is supposed to help the elderly, people with disability, families who really need care. And if scammers are gaming the system, money meant for vulnerable people is lost. Taxpayers' trust erodes. States face shrinking budgets, and audits and investigations they explode. But you know what makes Ohio a target here? Experts say that Ohio's Medicaid waiver program, specifically those that pay for in-home care, they are easier to exploit because no one checks regularly if care is actually happening or not. Payments continue without follow-up home visit. In fact, the system wasn't designed to catch sophisticated fraud. Providers can benefit if they approve first and verify later, or never verify at all. In the meantime, so far, Cook says that she has brought the issue to authorities, but how far the investigators will remain unclear here. Here, critics warn that be careful, and that too with the narrative. While frauds should be investigated, some analysts urge caution. Don't label an entire community responsible. Focus on individual and tactics, not ethnicity, and ensure investigations are fair and evidence-based. But here, Cook insists that frauds need to be stopped, and Ohio deserves better. In the end, was this an isolated loophole, or is this the next Minnesota-style scandal waiting to be explored? Will Ohio's Medicaid system will audit it or not? And most importantly, can Ohio protect taxpayers' money before it's too late? Well, the story is ongoing, and it could shape how welfare fraud is seen not just in Ohio but across the United States.